Now, when we are talking about recruitment, there are three modes of recruitment into the Indian Administrative Service. IAS officers may enter the IAS by passing the civil service examination, which is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission is a constitutional body. Okay. And officers recruited this way are called direct recruits. All IAS officers are appointed by the President of India. So he is the authority, she will be the authority who have the power, okay, to remove the recruits. No other body can dismiss officers from their service without the approval of the president of the country, because all officers are appointed by him. No authority lesser than the president can dismiss officers from their position, from their service. Only about 180 candidates out of over 1 million applicants who apply through CSE are successful, right? So a success rate of less than just 0.01%. We are talking about IAS. Only 180 candidates out of 10 lakh applicants pass or clear or get IAS service. As a result, the members of the service are often referred as heaven born, right? They are referred as heaven born. So IAS officers or successful IAS candidates, they are not eligible to take the civil service examination again. Okay. From 1951 to 1978, an IAS candidate was required to submit 2 additional papers. We don't require such, historical aspects. It's not necessary to have. Now there is a cadre allocation policy where the government of India recently classified the states into 5 different zones. Okay? Zone 1, Agmut, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram and Union Territories, as well as Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Rajasthan and Haryana. This is Zone 1. Zone 2, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and Odisha. Zone 3, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Zone 4, West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura and Nagaland. Zone 5, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So if you are choosing one state in one particular zone, when you are selecting your preferred cadre, okay, when you are filling the mains detailed application form, you will not be able to give another state mentioned in the same zone. You need to choose a state given in another zone. Okay, say for example, if you have chosen as your preferred state as Himachal Pradesh as the first preference, you will not be able to give your second preference as Uttarakhand because it is already given in zone 1. You have to choose another zone, a state in another zone as your second preference, right? Just like that. So this will help in national integration. That is the stated objective for having such a cadre allocation policy. The government states that if there is a distributional aspect in cadre allocation policy, it will help in national integration, right? So a candidate from South India will serve Northeast India, a candidate from Northeast India will serve the South India, and a candidate from North India will serve the West India, right? In that way, there will be greater integration. Okay. Responsibilities of an IAS officer: to collect revenue and function as court officials in matters of revenue and crime, to maintain law and order, to implement union and state government policies at the grassroots level when posted to field positions, that is, as subdivisional magistrate SDM, ADM additional district magistrate, as district magistrate, divisional commissioner, and to act as an agent of the government in the field, and to handle the administration and daily proceedings of the government, including one of the most important job responsibility of an IAS officer is to formulate and to implement policy in consultation with the minister in charge of a specific ministry of department. Okay, so this is one of the most important and creative aspect of the responsibility of an IAS officer. She must formulate and implement policies and take decisions on policies, to contribute to policy formulation and to make a final decision in certain matters with the agreement of the minister concerned or the council of ministers, depending upon the weight of the matter when posted at the higher level, like joint secretary, additional secretary, special secretary or secretary equivalent, secretary and cabinet secretary, and in case of state governments, as secretary, principal secretary, additional chief secretary or special chief secretary and chief secretary. So you can see the 2017 batch here, the prime minister in the middle, and Jitendra Singh is the minister of state in charge, independent charge in respect to department of personnel, right, and all the officers, trainee officers in their attire. Okay, that's the 2017 batch. And if you're talking about career progression in IAS Indian Administrative Service of an IAS officer, the junior time scale in state government, the position is named under secretary, and in government of India, in central government, assistant secretary. Senior time scale, deputy secretary, under secretary. So in field postings, you can see the junior time scale as subdivisional magistrate or assistant collector under probation, and senior time scale additional district magistrate, ADM or deputy collector. If the person is from the state service, the position will be named as deputy collector, and ADM in case of IAS officers. Deputy secretary, position in the state government, position in the government of India, it's under secretary. Junior administrative grade and selection grade, collector come district magistrate, and special secretary come director, as well as joint secretary. In case of the government of India, it is deputy secretary or director of a department. Senior administrative grade, higher administrative grade, divisional commissioner. Divisional commissioner is the head of maybe 2 or 3 districts, more than one district. So collectors will be directly handled by divisional commissioner. In state governments, principal secretary, secretary come commissioner. Position in government of India, additional secretary, joint secretary. Apex scale, chief secretary, secretary, and cabinet secretary grade, cabinet secretary in government of India. Equivalent positions are not available under field position as well as field posting as well as a position in state governments, right? Okay, There are also lateral entry. Right. There is a shortage of officers, almost 1,700 IAS officers in 2017. Sanctioned strength is very high, but the present strength is low.